Hi. Bit different here, isn't it? Nice open area. I'm definitely not looking at a green screen. But anyways, welcome back to another video. It's different, so it is. Because you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna think of doing something different. Been planning on doing something different for this past while, but now I get the opportunity to do so. So, let's go see what we're on about here. I think it's this way. Alright, so here's his stats being the 300%, 302 strike attack, blast attacks 287, strike defense 187, and blast defense being 200, and the key restore speed being 2687. Obviously, as you can tell, I have him primarily strike based, and he's going to be a melee type. And obviously, with regards to the meta nowadays, it's a lot of blast units, so might as well have him a blast defense primarily. And with the state of the game going to be, whenever it comes out, it's going to be looking like this here, base stats. Obviously, he's going to hold 2 strike arts, because again, as I said, he's a melee type. And for strike arts, it increases the strike damage by 30% for 20 counts. And obviously, same goes for the blast arts, being the same category. The blue card, Godly Impact, is 50% special move damage, 5 timer counts cannot be cancelled, shortens sub count by 5 for allies, and cannot be nullified by any counter at all. And for the green card, Heartless Canvas Mount Palzu, draws a new hand, restores 50 key, restores unique gauge by 40%, increases damage inflicted by 30%, cannot be cancelled, increases ultimate damage by 20%, activates 5 times for 100%, cannot be cancelled, nullifies enemy special cover change for 10 timer counts and cannot be cancelled, nullifies unfavorable element for 10 timer counts, cannot be cancelled, and cancels attribute and abnormal downgrades because, you know, you love to see it, and it's on the original MUI, so might as well have it. And ultimate being Perfected Assault, 50% of ultimate damage for 3 timer counts cannot be cancelled, 100% to enemies sustained damage cut effects for 3 timer counts cannot be cancelled, nullifies enemies endurance for 3 timer counts cannot be cancelled, seals enemy rush for 10 timer counts, nullifies own unfavorable element for 3 timer counts cannot be cancelled or nullified, and cancels all enemy upgrade and buff effects, including standby. Meaning, if the standby characters want to swap in to take it, they cannot because there is no upgrades for them to even give a shit. Now, the ability of 5 stars can be 30% strike and blast for Saiyan, God Ki, and Sun family, and then 14 stars 5% to special and ultimate damage, with 42% to go into respective characters, and ultra ability is just usual, but I have for God Ki because God Ki needs it. So it's just the usual 30% to inflicted and key recovery, and obviously for every support and battle member. The main ability is the Power of Trust. Destroys 1 card randomly and draws the ultimate and green card next, restores own health by 50% and allies by 35%. Restores key by 100, 50% damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, nullifies enemy special cover change for 30 timer counts cannot be cancelled, and restores unique gauge by 70%, and obviously, as you do, requires 25 timer counts in order to have it activated. And now here we go into unique abilities, being about a minute each. Being Domain of the Gods being the first one, applies effects to self when battle starts. Plus 200% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, reduces damage received by 100% cannot be cancelled, 70% to key recovery cannot be cancelled, increases card draw speed by 2 levels cannot be cancelled, applies the following effects when character enters the battlefield, and restores by 50 key, minus 10 to arts for 20 timer counts cannot be cancelled, nullifies unfavorable element for 5 timer counts cannot be cancelled, also applies the following effects to self according to the number of battle members remaining. Meaning the less there is, the more OP is going to be. Starting off, we got 3 battle members at 50% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and that cannot be cancelled. Increases the card draw speed by 1 level for 10 timer counts cannot be cancelled. With 2 battle members remaining, it's 80% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts cannot be cancelled. Increases the card draw speed by 1 for 10 timer counts, and restores own unique gauge by 70%. With 1 battle member, it's 110% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, and it cannot be nullified. Increases card draw speed by 1 level, cannot be cancelled and cannot be nullified, and restores unique gauge by 100%. The following effects occur when this character switches to standby, being plus 30% to own unique gauge charge rate for 10 timer counts, and 50% to own health restoration for 20 timer counts, and that cannot be cancelled. And obviously, whenever he gets off to field, he gradually restores his own health for each timer count for 20 counts, meaning that according to his health, and it's going to be upgraded by at least a lot, and he's going to be healing like mad, just like Ultra UI Sign. Obviously, we got ourselves own
attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions. Whenever he goes standby, reduces the enemy Dragon Ball by 2, activates 4 times because you know what, fuck these people with easy rushes. The following effects occur when it activates Ultimate, Awakened, or Rising Rush. When this character is on the battlefield, restores own health by 40, activates 3 times. Nullifies own elemental factor for 5 timer counts, reduces ally sub count by 10, reduces enemy ki by 100, enemy vanish by 0, that activates twice, and inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade, negative 50% to ultimate and awakened arts power for 3 timer counts, just like Ultra UI Sign. For a second one, perfected offense and defense automatically win Dokubaki impacts and inflict damage onto enemy when 2 charging forward, strike, or ultimate collide. Damage can cause the enemy to be KO'd, unlike MUI, the Legends Limited. Knocks the enemy back to long range if cover change is performed against any card. I mean any card. Activates twice during assists. Don't want to be too broken. Afterwards, cover change against any strike or blast cards activates twice during assists. Nullifications aren't counted, meaning that if he does it for 2 special moves, he can do it for 2 more for blast and strike. And it consumes 20% of gauge to activate evade against the following enemy attacks: tap attack, strike arts, blast arts, special move, not AoE. And if any of these except tap attacks, character will counter after evade and inflict impact damage, and the damage can be caused to kill the character that has used it. Evade cannot happen when the unique gauge is insufficient or when abnormal conditions, i.e. paralysis, are in effect. The following effects will occur upon evading: draw a green card next, activate 4 times. 30% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. Negative 10 to own card arts for 20 timer counts, cannot be cancelled. Applies buff effects, nullifies enemies, reduce ki, and destroys cards to sell for 20 counts, cannot be cancelled. Shortens ally sub count by 2. The gauge decreases over the course of the fight but will not increase once in standby. If performed against this character's strike or blast arts, nullifies enemy special cover change or special actions that activate when cover change and knocks them back to long range. Activates once per enemy, meaning if he does it on one person, he can do it again, but not on the same person, onto the other characters until they've all done it themselves. Because fuck you. I don't want my combo to be interrupted. Go away. Activation count resets when the character enters the battlefield when 2 members are defeated. And the following effects occur when the ability is activated: draw ultimate, perfected assault next, restores ki by 100, and afflicts all enemies with no switching for 10 timer counts. And the combo arts is strike, blast, special move, and ultimate.
Anyways, I hope you did enjoy that. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see more like this here, I don't know how the hell I'm going to top this here, but it's going to be some interesting endeavor. But yeah, I shall see you all then.